In this chapter, some clues are given about some animals and we will find out their names. First one is a big bird found in India and Pakistan that loves to live in grassland, eat snakes, lizards, rats, insects, groundnut, millet. It avoids irrigated areas. So, it is the great Indian bustard. Okay. Next one is it lives in water and squirts out clouds of ink during danger. Its eyes are like that of a human being. 2 number is octopus. Okay. 3 number is a very large brown animal with 4 long legs and antlers that can weigh 70 pounds. It likes to eat water plants from lakes and ponds. A thick fur coat helps it to keep warm. 3 number is moose. Okay. 4 number, this animal has no solid skeleton to support the body, but the shape is maintained by soft water-filled inner tissues. 4 number, all of you have seen this, it is jellyfish. 5 number, a big animal that can weigh up to 450 kg, reach a height of up to 8 feet when standing on its legs. With such a mass and size, it can run at a speed of up to 56 km per hour. 5 number is grizzly bear. Okay. 6 number, the fur of this animal is either grey or brown. It is often found hanging on trees upside down. It has either 2 or 3 toes. 6 number is sloth. Okay. 7 number, it's black and white in color and its favorite food is bamboo. It is found in China either on a tree or on the ground. 7 number, what is the answer? It is panda. Okay. 8 number, this furry mammal lays eggs like a bird and has a bill. It swims with the help of its webbed feet. So 8 number is platypus. Alright. So children, about all the animals that we have read in these 2 chapters, you can see that each of them have some special and unique features. And our planet Earth consists a variety of wildlife. But due to the various human activities like clearing the forests, clearing the natural habitat of animals, and increase in pollution has led our wildlife to face a high risk of danger. So it is our responsibility to protect and save our wildlife, because our wildlife is our heritage. At present, various organizations and unions have come forward and provided a helping hand in the conservation and protection of our wildlife. One such example is the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. IUCN stands for International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. It is founded in 1948 and it is the world's most comprehensive inventory of the global conservation status of plants and animal species. Okay. The species are classified in 9 groups, which is set through the criteria such as rate of decline, population size, area of geographic distribution and degree of population. So, The 9 groups into which the species are classified are: first one is extinct. It means that the animal is no longer living and all their population have totally disappeared from the planet. Examples of extinct species are like dodo bird and woolly mammoth. Okay. Next one is extinct in the wild. It means that there are no free living populations of that animal in the natural or wild habitat. However, there may be a few left in captivity. Okay, so examples of extinct in the wild species are like Hawaiian crow and Guam kingfisher. Okay, next one is critically endangered. Critically endangered species means a species facing an extremely high risk of extinction in the wild. Its examples are vaquita, Javan rhino and Sumatran tiger. Okay. Next is endangered species. Endangered species means that a species considered to be facing a very high risk of extinction in the wild. Examples of endangered species are like tigers and orangutans. Okay. Next is vulnerable species. Vulnerable species means that it is likely to become endangered unless the circumstances that are threatening its survival and reproduction improves. Examples of vulnerable species are like flying fox, Asiatic elephant and blue sheep. Okay. Next one is the near threatened species. It means that the species does not qualify for critically endangered or vulnerable now, but is close to qualify for the threatened category in the near future. So examples of near threatened species are like white rhinoceros and koala. Okay, next one is least concern. It means that the animal has been evaluated as not being a focus of species conservation because they don't appear to be facing any imminent threats. Okay, so its example are Arctic fox and antelope. Next is the data deficient species. It is the species for which informations are insufficient to perform a conservation status. Data deficient species are like slender snouted crocodile, then false killer whale. Okay, and the last one is not evaluated species. It means that the species has not yet been assessed by the IUCN. Okay, its example are Cuban yellow bat and common squeaker. Okay, so children, most of our wildlife are already extinct and many of them are on the verge of extinction, and the only way to protect our wildlife is to take the efficient steps and provide them their natural habitat and immense care. So I hope you will go through the chapter, as it is a very informative chapter, and find out more about the wildlife of our nature. Okay, so this much is for today's class. See you again in the next class. Thank you.